Looks so good. That's it. Delicious beef noodles. To make the soup broth, we have the bone marrow. So we have here the bone marrow, beef cheese, and also different kind of bone soup here, and ribs, and also the tendons. So that's for the broth here, all the beef. For the spices for beef noodle soup, I have roasted gingers, roasted onions, cloves, star anise, coriander seeds, and cinnamon stick. So those are all the herbs and the spices. Some water here with a large pot. We're going to parboil our bone first, so we'll get a clear, tasting, delicious broth for about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to parboil the bones for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to dump the water out and clean the bones and refill it with water, and then start simmering. Dump the water out and clean the bones. Add a little bit of cold water so it's not so hot when you dump it. Clean the bones. Clean it about 3 or 4 times. And also clean the pot as well. Fill it up to about close to the top, leaving about 2 inches empty from the top. With the cheesecloth, I'm going to wrap up the spices, the small spices. Corianders. And I'm going to tie it with the kitchen string. Adding the spices, adding a little bit of salt, 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm adding the 3 pieces of rock sugar and also the cinnamon stick. Now I'm going to add the roasted onions and also the ginger. And for the fish sauce, I'm going to add it later. Now I'm going to place cover and start simmering. After about 6 to 8 hours of simmering, the broth reduces. So I'm going to add some more broth to it instead of water. So next to the big pots, I have this little pot here, which I boil some bone as well, and also the beef tendons. So I'm going to transfer this broth to my bigger stock pots. Smell delicious. Can't wait to get into this. And I'm going to remove the meats. Remove the tendon as well from the small pot here. Slice the tendons, and that's for an additional toppings. And put it on the side. When you're ready to use it, just warm it up. Warm it up in that soup broth. It's 10 minutes delicious. remove the meat from the bones here and slice it for the topping, for the soup topping. And if I think there's still some flavor left, I'm going to throw it back in the broth. Slice the meat. This is for an extra topping along with other fresh meat. When you're ready to top it, warm it up in the soup stock, and here you go. With the fine strainer, scoop up all the bones and the spices. Just go ahead and keep scooping up the residue from the broth several times. Strain it like this. Just scoop up several times, 3 or 4 times or 5 times. Then throw it away, discard the residue here. After 5 or 6 times, you'll get a clear broth. Or you can strain the broth by using another big pot and place a strainer on top of the pot and transfer the broth. But this is home cooking, so I'm just going to keep on doing it like this until I don't see any more residue at the bottom of the strainer. And then you get a delicious clear broth like this. So I think my broth is pretty clear now. For tasting it, I think I need a little bit more fish sauce. Once the broth has been strained and clear, I'm going to drop in this meatball here and then bring it back to a gentle boil. Bring water to a boil and get a scoop of noodle and blanch it until it's soft. Just follow the instruction on the package. And reheat the meat that I have cut earlier and also the tendon. Thinly sliced beef. I'm going to lay a few pieces of thinly sliced beef on top of it. Bring the broth water to a rolling boil and you can ladle it on top of the beef. Serve it with bean sprout, cilantro, scallions, jalapenos, and some sweet basil, and also some lime juice. Top it with some cilantro, some bean sprout, some sliced jalapenos, and some sweet basil. Serve alongside hoisin sauce and top it up with hoisin sauce. That's it, delicious beef noodle. I'm gonna dig into it.